Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to CCxRC. Today we're going to be taking a look at the FMS FCX24. This is the Toyota Tacoma hard body, and it's a beautiful 24 scale truck. Now, they've got, this is the FCX24M. They have a series that's the FCX24, which actually feel like a larger scale than this. So what I really like about this is I'm a huge fan of the 24 scale, smaller kind of platform, and this really fits in there with that. This is a 153 millimeter wheelbase, so it's a new chassis for them in that they've stretched it to be able to accommodate this Toyota Tacoma with the like the extra cab here in the back, the access doors. So it's an extended cab. The body on this looks fantastic. Just giving you a quick look around, the grill on it, everything. It's fully licensed. It's got windshield wipers on here. It's got the mirrors that actually have like reflective stuff on it. There's a little scale interior. If you look in there, you can see some seats and steering wheel and dashboard. It's not a full drop-in one, but it's pretty good. You've got the roll cage here, roll bar on the back, kind of with this shelf on the top. It's really, I think, a good choice for them to choose this because this would probably be more like what you'd see people going off-roading with or overlanding with. It's a really, really nice looking licensed vehicle. Rear lights don't work, but they have holes where you could adapt and add lights there if you would like to. So overall body styling's really, really good. Wheels, tires look really good on here as well. They're not licensed. They're just FMS, what do they call these? Need my glasses to see this stuff. These are the Marsher, the FMS Marsher, Super Marsher. They do have foam in them. Traction compound on them feels pretty decent. They are not mounted on here. I just pulled it back, so it's not glued on there. It is not a beadlock style wheel. I actually don't hate that. So if you wanted to change out, you have the option to and keep these stock wheels on here if you wanted to. Or you could take these wheels off and use them on bead locks if you did get bead locks and you do like how these actually perform. Peeling it back, I actually do see the foam in there, so there are foam inserts in here. But a decent looking tire. I mean, it's scaled to the truck, which is nice. It's got a nice lift kit on it. Tacoma here on the side actually looks really good too as we're looking at all of it. All right, popping this up, it's Velcro here in the front. Hinged in the rear, and you can see there are light buckets in the back that are not filled with lights, but you could add them if that's something that you want to do in the future. It's running a 050 motor that's right here. It's a power dash motor, which is what they call theirs. I don't know the actual turn on this motor, and it doesn't say here on their site either that I'm looking at. It just says 050 motor. You've got two servos. You've got one here up on the axle providing your steering, and then you've got one here that's operating your 2-speed transmission, which is tucked up right here in the center. Battery comes with it, 2S LiPo. It's a 380 pack in here, 380 milliamp hour. And what else do we got here? Pretty sharp angle on that drive shaft here on the bottom. But you got plastic links, plastic drive shafts, all metal gears throughout. It's also got ball bearings, which is nice. Suspension actually works pretty good on this. Just friction dampened, but they feel good. With the weight of it, it's should be all right. Here you can again see that stamped chassis. Here's a C-channel style, so it's nice and rigid that way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get on the course here. I just wanna make sure we kind of go over everything about it. We'll look at the radio next really quickly. Don't need my glasses for this anymore. All right, so you've got a couple things here that you can use the remote for. First thing is the 2-speed transmission. Here on the side, you've got a 3-position switch. And as you switch that back toward you, you're in the low gear. The center is neutral, and then all the way forward would be high gear. And so that gives you the higher speed that will really take off with this thing. Not much slow speed with this. It's geared to go fast and keep up with you on the trail. Pulling it all the way back to low speed, you get a lot more of that fine control. And Not a ton of top end. That's my one probably little gripe with this is the top end on it. That said, this is probably one of the best performing out of the box 24 scales that I've run. It does decent. It's kind of the new guy to the market with this FCX24 platform, and this, I think they nailed it in a lot of ways. It handles really good out of the box comparatively to some of the others. And I think some of that has to do with the smaller tires and wheels, the wheels not being smaller, but the tires being smaller, keeping the weight of it down a little lower. It just is balanced pretty well that way. So let's get on the course. Let's take a look at this thing, and we'll show you guys what we think. But thank you to FMS. They did send this out for me to show you guys how it works. And so we're going to take it to the course, and we're going to do just that. We're going to show you how it works, let you know what we think about it. These are 129 bucks, not a bad deal. I didn't show you the lights. Hit the bind button on the radio. That's what turns the lights on and off. They don't usually come on when you turn it on. Turning it on is this little button here on the bottom here. There's a little switch you just push in, and it turns it on and off. But you can see when I turn it back off and on, the lights did not come on. So if you like them on, you gotta hit that bind button and they'll show up. But really, really nice looking car. And again, one of the better performers out of the box. I don't know a whole lot about the upgrades for these, but I'm sure that they're coming. These smaller scale cars are really getting hit with a ton of aftermarket stuff, and so that's good to see. But I would bet even just kind of stock like it is, if you just threw on some brass wheels, that would just be a huge benefit, just adding a little bit of low weight to this thing. But again, I've already been driving it. We've already done several reels and stuff with it, and testing it out, and it's a pretty solid performer. So let's get it on the indoor course here and show you guys how it does. Quick addition to the video, guys. Here's a couple other things it did come with. There's a metal gear in this one, a couple little sliders, tools, and your charger here. So I didn't put that in the video, but that does come with it as well. All right, guys, you know the drill. We're down here in the basement on the course. I've got set up 12 sets of gates. The yellow are on the left side, the green are on the right, and the letters CCxRC face toward us to let us know which one we're heading to next. We use the gate guide that comes in my little set of gates that we have. And they're set to 6 inches for 24 scale. We'll see. We might have to start up a little higher. And we'll start between the gates here and see how we do. I haven't run this course yet like this, so this is getting the first shakedown on it. Ooh, about to hit that gate. We're going to back up a little. Try and get our front tires on that rock a little better. I didn't really give myself a very good starting point there because I wasn't taking into account how long this thing is. Turning radius feels pretty good. As far as how sharp it turns, made it through that gate. Articulating nice slow creep. I've got control of it. Feels good. Try and stretch it. Oh, it's nice long wheelbase for that one. Got us over the top, but we did not high center, which is great. This one's always a bit tricky coming up here. Oh, I missed it. I thought I was going to put myself right into that. I wasn't paying attention. Can we not lean into that guy? All right, we're doing all right so far. Oh, I don't know about this. Getting all kind of sideways. Now, I felt right there the servo saver did kick in when I was bound up a little. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Fight it. All right, made that. I'm going to try and just wiggle my wheel. There we go. Make through here. Going to turn up this. Ooh, how are we going to make this corner, though? I think we're going to have to take a reverse here. Yep. Which is fine. We're not really just testing the capability of it on all these lines. This is always one of our steeper, harder ones. The wheelbase on this is helping get it, though. Need a little more traction. A little more speed, maybe. That's topped out wheel speed there. Oh, just enough. Just enough to get through there. I'm going to back up a bit. Let's retry that. Just getting up through here. Can we make that? Yeah, we should have been able to make that. However, Ooh, front end is lifting. Settled nicely. So again, out of the box, like I said, this is probably one of the better handling actual 24 scales that I've driven. Let's see what it does here on this. It's kind of a steep turn down here that we're going to be doing. Oh, it's my fear. All of my fears were realized in that move right there. I would have had to just keep backing up here to set that. That's a really tough. That was whoever set that gate is a jerk. That would be me. This is going to be a 100-point turn to get that one turned out, but there we go. Descend down this to see how the drag brake does. Pretty good. It's holding it. Yep. Really steep now, still holding it. Front end clearance, not bad. A lot of cars get hung up there. That bumper is nice and tucked up against the body on this. We're going to fight it high, hang the wheel. Oh, we hit the gate. Barely. That's with these upright gates. We made it if we were doing lower. Let's try that again. If we stayed higher, it might just be the gate where you need a winch or something. Oh, can we float it through like this? It would be doable. That would be a doable gate. However, the next setup is not great. Try and walk it down a little. There it goes. So we're going to kind of V-gap this one. Get that back end up. Oh, drop the front end down. Not how I was intending to do this so far. I was intending to more ride it as a V. We're so close to that mirror hitting on this side. Oh, we tagged it. Just tapped it. Little tap, tap, taparoo. I needed to get up on that more. So I'm probably going to try and get off to the side of this so I don't high center too bad. And then try and reset for the next gate. All right, that's settled nicely. And we ended at the second set of painted gates. All right, we're going to flip it around just for kicks and giggles, see how she does. I mean, it's driving great. It feels very smooth with the motor setup gearing. Lacks a little on the very minutia, like super slow crawl isn't there. But, I mean, so that's like right when it starts is at about that. So it doesn't have like that super creepy crawl like that-ish. You can get it, I guess, but it's a little bit hard to find it in the throttle. All right, I think we got it to pull through. Got a little traction. Nice. Very kind of realistic in the way that it's dropping, like a real truck suspension would do if you're not completely unlocked, sway bar disconnected, and craziness. Oh, we snuck through that. Stay high, stay high, stay high. Oh, I tapped it. All right, so this is always a tricky gate here. Reverse, get that front tire on. Let it walk over. Oh, back end's hung up. We're long. The bumper's hanging. Oh, we still are technically good on this gate. Oh, I hit it with the mirror. Those stick out. I mean, this isn't a comp truck. We're just kind of doing gates because it helps us force lines and take approaches that we might not choose if we were just driving and taking the easy way to do things. Oh, can we turn into it? Save it. There it is. All right, so this is definitely going to require some reverses. But I actually want to see, let's try the steeper down here. Let's just bypass the gates. In fact, I want to see about climbing that too. Let's just turn it around and see about climbing up this. Oh, hung the bumper. So wheelbase, little problematic in this instance because of the steepness of it. We'll come at an angle and see if we can get it to start up it. There we go. All right. Struggling for that traction there. Not quite enough wheel speed either to get it going. Oh, there it went. Just as I speak. it grabs and goes, propels itself up the mountain. All right, well, while we're up here and we're lined up, let's try these gates. Oh, that's a tricky one coming into this. That back end, will it stay over? It will. Oh, nice. We're through the gate. We'll have to reverse to line up this guy. But it's looking good. I mean, this thing, again, better than the actual FCX24 handling too, which are the bigger ones. This thing's doing, in my opinion, suspension-wise and body-wise, like those Blazers and all that tend to roll a little easier because of the height and the way that the body is proportioned on it. So I'm very, very impressed with how this is going right now in comparison. So I really like the LC80 that they did, the Toyota Land Cruiser in that FCX18 model. I thought that was a very, oh man, a very good build. This kind of feels like the 24 scale version of that to me over the FCX24 that is not, let me switch high gear here. See if I can get wheel speed to get it for the win. Come on, wheel speed me. But you'll see it's too much. If I were to back this up and give it some beans to get over this, I mean, we're going to be launching into next Tuesday. It doesn't have that control. Oh, there it is. Lack of control, but we got it over. Oops, let me get it all the way into first gear, low gear. Hitting the gates, but more just trying to pull the lines, and it's doing it. So very impressed with how this is as my first experiences with the FCX24. And like I said, I've driven it before and was impressed with it in comparison to the, well, sorry, this is the FCX24M. In comparison to the FCX24, I would say this just has better handling. So very, very decently built 24 scale right out of the box. You can do quite a bit with it. And again, it has that wheel speed if you want to get it running nice and fast with you if you're going out on a trail. So anyway, guys, links are down in the description below if you're interested in these. Again, they come in blue, gray, and red. And yeah, they're pretty awesome. $129. And again, thanks to FMS for sending this out so we can show you guys how it handles and what it looks like on the course. You guys have seen other cars on this course, so it gives you an idea kind of what it's capable of. Anyway, thanks for tuning in as always, guys. Have fun RCing. Catch you next time.